matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Falcons and the Cards on Monday Night Prime Time.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Tonight, it's the Monday conclusion to what's been an amazing Super Wild Card weekend, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps,
What a weekend it's been already. One more to get through on this Monday night, and we are underway here in the wild card round. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round one. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 35, here's second and a yard. Now the veteran workhorse. Here's James Conner. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Conner. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Back deep, Ray McLeod. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State. The former Spartan, it's Kirk Cousins. And
he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
And complete to Drake London. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Throwing, Cousins. He'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Again, it's Cousins. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 31-yard line. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. Heck of a start for him here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or two, but The way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I'd keep pressing it downfield.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's into space past the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson, 44 yards. And the Falcons will strike first here in this wild card matchup. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right, that 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wild card teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. But I got to tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get to host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't, just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason, and the champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. As they've got it as we resume action. Here's Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Got his man, it's Dortch. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's got this downfield to McBride. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Murray going to throw. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Once again, it's Connor. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. To throw is Murray. Steps away to his left. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray punching it in from a yard away. And the Cards are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
Now Cousins. Here's a screen for Robinson. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Now a 2nd and 2. To throw is Cousins. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Cousins now. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Here's Cousins. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Cousins again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. To throw, Cousins. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. play fake. Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Koo knocks this one through the posts. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Well, the Cardinals going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. Murray now. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing now is Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Connor. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Now Murray again. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half from Murray. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, once again, thank you. What a 3 days it has been. Just one more half of football remains on this Monday night in Super Wildcard Weekend. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it was the visiting Seahawks who were able to come away with the road victory. The Seahawks showed flashes this year, but ultimately they were doomed by too many mistakes, though a victory there will end their season at 8-9. This one's been as good as advertised, with just a field goal separating these 2 teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Now Cousins. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. So the completion good for 7 there. and that'll make it second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Now Murray off play action. And Wilson with it, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Murray a give. This is Connor. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. David Onyemata there on the tackle. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down and 5. Again, a run with Connor. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Murray now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
This is Connor running right, and he is going to lose yardage here. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Here's Murray. That's complete to McBride. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a line.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Falcons ready to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series. But what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That's complete to the tight end, Werner. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a yard. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. Cousins. And this will be caught by Mooney. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 2. Off the play fake, Cousins. This pass is caught by London. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 27. Down at the 25. Second down and 8. Throwing, Cousins. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins. Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. To throw, it's Murray. Got his man, it's Dortch. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throw left side, caught by Ryman. And he will be out of bounds after a nice pickup. And that will also lead us to the 2-minute warning. They come up now on 2nd and 2. To throw is Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Murray to throw. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Nice. Well coached. A team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Falcons offense and Kirk Cousins getting ready for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Cousins. Throw left side, complete to McLeod. Down the left sideline. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Cousins. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
Here's Cousins. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Cousins to throw. Here's a screen for Robinson. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Murray, one final try. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Glendale.